Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Sooners will kick this deep to start us off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
I mean, Chris, we're just getting our headsets on here, and we've already got a touchdown in this game. Great blocking up front, but really just the instincts and the speed by the return man to take that all the way back for a touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he gets the pass away. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to chuck it again. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Number 7 with the carry.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after.
Kicking's good. That ties the game at 7.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Powerful running here. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The freshman brings him down quickly.
Wide receiver in the ball area. Brought down at the 21-yard line. Brings up third down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Running past the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver makes the catch, and he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. The Sooners come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, just a great throw here, surgical and precise, and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a target, and it's complete. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And it's a bunch formation. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. The defense with more pre-snap movement.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's 2nd down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the run here. Lets it go. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane. Pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. When anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
The Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They look to throw it here on second down. And this time it's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw it again. Fires this one deep middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Inside the 35 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Oklahoma 28, Ohio State 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running out, going for a big play downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Second down play coming up for this offense. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Has the first down, still on the move. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
He shreds the tackle. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
These linebackers better put on their big boy pads today facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
And the tailback's got it again. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So one more play here before halftime. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Inside the 40 now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recent.
Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Ohio State, 14.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. And the Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
It's an option look. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.